Hey, welcome back. Week 7, my pop choir virtual term. Today, as you know, we're working on Fix You by Coldplay, one of my personal favorite songs from when it was new. I'm curious as to how many people have heard of this or how many have not. Coldplay was the biggest inspiration for me coming into my music world, which didn't really start until high school. I didn't listen to music before that, and particularly this song was one of the big ones for me. So it's a personal favorite. I've put a lot of time into it. I'm very happy with it. I'm very excited about this. So let's jump right in. It's in 3 parts, similar to The Rose. So you will be doing whichever part you sang in The Rose, you should do for here as well. And by the way, if anyone's ever confused about which voice you should be doing, if it's 2 parts, 3 parts, I think I explained this, albeit briefly at the beginning. So if you are ever unsure which part you should be doing, email me, let me know, ask me questions. I'd be happy to tune in and help you out. It's kind of up to you to a point. You should be consistent in what you choose. If you're always 3s, you should always be 3s in a 3-part for the most part. And so if you're a 3 in a 3-part, you have to be a 2. If you're a 1, you would never be a 3 at any point. Otherwise, it's a little bit vague. If you're a 2 in a 2-part, you can be a 2, maybe a 3, maybe even a 1. So it is generally more fluid. It's up to you. So just try not to switch it around too much. But otherwise, yeah, you're all set. Let's jump right in. Fix You, Coldplay, 3 parts. Here we go. So page 1 is in unison. And so everyone does this together. I'm just going to sing it from the top. Here we go. It goes, when you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Okay, 2 things to note already. The end of phrases are actually a little bit different, so just be aware of that. When you try, so the top, when you try your best, but you don't succeed. Get what you want, not what you need. When you feel so tired because you can't sleep. So some of them go sleep. The first one and third one go sleep. The second one goes sleep. So to keep an ear open for that. 2, I'm sliding a little in this, and I would like you to do that as well. Don't go overboard. In fact, go less bored than overboard. Because you'll probably go right on the pocket if you think you're not doing it enough. Because I do want a little bit, but try your best, but you don't succeed. Like, no, we don't want that. Don't succeed, seed. Sing the note, move to the next note. Okay, so a little bit of vocal slides throughout, but don't do too much. So check those 2 things, and let's sing all that 2 more times. When you try, 1, 2, 3, 4. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Okay? Let's do that again. I'm going to play the piano this time. A bit more of the chording of what it sounds like. I'm tripping out doing this right now. It's having so much fun. We're actually doing Fix You by Coldplay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. All the way down there. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Okay? Actually, I want to do that one more time. I'm not even going to plunk out the melody notes. I'm just going to play like accompaniment for this. Starting properly from the top. You can already start feeling it, get into the groove of it, get into the spirit of the song. Listen to the lyrics. sing its intent. Here we go. Don't succeed when you get what you want, but not what you need. When you feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Okay, now we split into 3 parts. Ones, you have the melody. You have the melody here. Goes stuck in reverse. Yeah, it's the melody, but it doesn't matter. All 3 parts are very unique. Let me do that again a little bit better. It goes stuck in reverse. Okay, I went fudge there. Okay, good. Let's do the rhythm of all 3 parts. All 3 parts are different harmonies, but the same feel, and the timing can be. Let's get the timing nice and specific here. So it goes like this: 1, 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. You know, that's when you switch the notes. I'll do for now. Let's do that a couple more times. Okay, it's key when you do this to know how it fits within the beat, right? It's the relationship between this standard beat and what you're singing. So feel how it sounds within that. So 1, 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Again. Stuck in reverse. One more time. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Okay? Let's sing it now, voice ones. It goes to stuck in reverse. Okay? I'm going to probably talk about this in more detail, but for now, I just want you to, because we're going to do this 2 more times, don't sing that high note. Don't push out that high note. And this is challenging, but lean back, okay? I'm going to give a whole speech about this later. For now, I'm just going to throw that at you. Don't go too big on that high note, even though it's hard to do that. Stuck in reverse. Okay, listen to the all vocals track I do. That's not really, I'm not performance ready on those all vocal tracks. They're very technical, but the softness is there. Okay, so I'll throw that at you right now, and let's get these other harmonies going, then I'll talk about that more. Okay, so good. 2s. Stuck in reverse. Remember all that within the timing. Let's do that a bunch of times. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Stuck in reverse. Keep going. Stuck in reverse. One more time. Stuck in reverse. Okay? Let's try that with the ones now. Ones, do you remember how your part goes? Stuck in reverse. Okay? You're also going to want to do more of an open vowel than I'm doing right now. This is I'm kind of singing on an which is that's not really the best. I don't know why I'm doing that. Stuck in reverse. It is an awkward vowel. Stuck in reverse, like it's stuck in reverse. Make it the brightest you can. It's not an it's an Stuck in reverse. And then we'll get nice and specific about when to that. Okay, let's try that together, and then we'll get the 3s in the mix. So 1, stuck in reverse. 2, stuck in reverse. Here we go. Magic Alex, which part do you want to do?
One, obviously.
Okay, Diva. You go ahead. Here we go. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. One more time. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Okay, but there's more. There's a whole other part here. 3s. Stuck in reverse. Loop it. Here we go. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Okay, nice open vowel. Stuck in reverse. One more time. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. All 3 parts. Stuck in reverse. 1s. Stuck in reverse. 2s. Stuck in reverse. 3s. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Good. Let's also cut off the verse at the same, nice and together. Okay, so mark this. Remember how this goes. Actually, I haven't decided how I'm going to do it yet. Stuck in reverse. Okay, we're going to, forgive me if I change my mind, we're going to cut out on beat 2. Okay, so it's not exactly what's written here. Beat 2, we cut out. So it's stuck in reverse. No. Beat 3. So it is at what's written. I do like it. We're going to let this note ring for a little while. Okay, so try to be nice and consistent with that. Na, 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 1, 2, off. Okay, let's do that a couple times just so I'll cue when to go off here. Here we go. Stuck in reverse. Stuck in reverse. Stuck in reverse. Here we go. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. Off. Let's try that one more time. 2, 3. Stuck in reverse. And off. Good. Let's lean into this. So go from the beginning now and go into that. The transition for that, because you all start on the same note, stuck in, then it changes, but everyone has stuck in. So the lead up before that, because you all sing that the same as well, is when you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in, everyone does that. Then stuck in reverse, stuck in, and then all that stuff from the top. That's how the bass line goes. Two, 3. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. Going all the way down there. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Here we go. Stuck in reverse. Off. Okay? One more time, and then yes, we'll definitely move on. Let's do that again. The next, because I'm going to be more specific about when we when we get there. I'm going to be more clear conducting wise how to get that rhythm nice and precise. Okay? So one more time from the beginning. Two, 3, don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse. Off. Okay? Good. So we're going to move on, but I am going to talk, and this will apply to all voices, particularly ones, but also just generally. This is just a quick little thing that helps a lot with your singing. So when you need to sing high lightly, as in the case of stuck in reverse, but also 2s and 3s, you might be having those when you try your best, that might be kind of high for you too. You need to flip into your head voice for that, so some of your softer tones. So instead of when you try, like reaching for it with your full voice, flip into ooh, when you try your best, into that soft stuff, because this is the whole, up until the very last smashing finish, there is a lot of softness in this song, mostly at the beginning, and then it gets kind of more medium-like, but the gentleness of it we want to keep. So the biggest risk and danger of singing high notes softly, and this isn't just some anomaly that a couple of you might do, everyone be very aware of this, because it's very, very common that this happens. Professional, amateur, semi-professional, I put us about in that range at this point. Is you lose your breath support, and the pitch goes a little flat. So the breath support thins the tone when you lose the core, and also the pitch can fall a little flat. It's the idea of, okay, soft. Soft doesn't mean weak though. Soft is still should be very direct, intense, specific. So the danger is stuck in reverse. Like, oh, I need to go light, so I'm just not gonna give it much. No. Stuck in reverse. You still want to feel it from here, So I'm asking you to do a challenging thing. It's not easy. It is easier to just rip that note out there to hit those high notes. So find your head voice, find your soft qualities. Check out the resonance workshop. That'll help a fair bit, and the larynx workshop to talk about how to sing higher up in your range to achieve that. And if you're just singing at home, practicing this one, because I know we should be practicing this one a lot more. Do an exercise where you go ooh, and keep going higher, ooh, and when it feels like you want to go like start reaching for those notes, don't go any louder and still hit those notes. That means your voice will have to flip into your head voice, which is what you want for this. So instead of ooh, ooh, and eventually I won't even attempt that in my full voice, okay? So that's what's going on here. So singing high notes, still need to have lots of energy, lots of support, all that kind of stuff. So don't make it go flat, and don't make it go weaker sounding when you hit those high notes. Easier said than done. That's your big challenge for this. Particularly ones, but for everyone, right? Okay, great. Moving on. How are we doing for time? 20 minutes. Okay, let's keep going. So ones, you carry the melody for now. So let's get that done first. So leading from the last bar of page 1 into the top of page 2, voice ones, you do this. When the tears. So going into the first bar of page 2 of Fix You by My Pop by Coldplay. 1, 2, 3. When the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, Could it be worse? Same timing there. Could it be worse? Okay. Otherwise, the rest of it is familiar. So, and also, I know I'm just doing voice ones, but this is, I actually should have done this on the first page as well. When do we finish each phrase? What's the breathing for each phrase? So voice ones, I'm going to do this part again, but for everyone, just maybe try singing along this time, because this will apply to the first page as well. I want us all to finish each phrase on the third beat. So what that means, again, top of page 2, it sounds like this. When the tears come streaming down your face. Off. Fe, 1, 2, 3. When you lose something you can't replay. 1, 2, off. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Off. Would it? Okay. Could it? So that applies to the first page for everyone as well, which we'll check that out again in a little while. Okay. Let's try that one more time, because you may have not been singing that time. So going into top of page 2, voice 1, singing the melody. One more time, goes like this. When the tears, here we go. 1, 2, 3. When the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Okay? 2s and 3s now, totally different. Okay? You have this line, and if you're one of those people who sometimes like, oh, oohs, that's lame, I think you're gonna love this one if you haven't already heard it yet. I mean, you might not. Who am I to say? But these are very delicious, especially together harmonies. The voice 2 one in itself is a really nice melody, and the 3-part, the 2s and 3s they swim into each other. The 2 goes higher, but then ends up lower, so they're overlapping. I love it. You can probably tell already. So 2s at the top of page 2 goes like this on an ooh. 3, 4. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so all 3 are the same. You're repeating that 3 times total. Make each one breath. Okay, so try to get all the way to the end there on one breath. Okay, and you can also cut off on the 3rd beat at the end of this phrase. So, ooh, 1, 2, 3, off. Never mind. 4th beat, we'll have to go for that. Like that, you don't actually have to think about that, because that will naturally happen. You need to breathe for the next phrase, so that'll just click in the right spot. Okay, good. Ooh. And be gentle with this. Really smooth it out. Don't attack it right away. Ooh, no, just with support, with inflection, with what's the word? It's an I word. With intent. But intently gentle. Ooh, okay, and those pitch changes. Don't make a big mouthful out of them. Just ooh, ooh. Okay, just float your way through it with support. Okay. I'm not sure how. So let's do it, I guess, once properly, because you were probably singing along there, kind of, sort of. But let's do it for real. 2s, top of page 2. Ooh, 3, 4. Okay. 3s. There's a little bit less movement in yours, but again, with the 2s, it's going to be so fun to sing this. You start on the same note, ooh, then it goes like this. Like that. Again, 3 times, it's all the same. So when you're doing, so it's ooh, right? Ooh, the next note is here, but the higher part is already here. So the harmony that gets created is ooh. The other part is going here. Okay, so you'll hear it with Magic Alex in a second, right? And so, yeah. So that'll be really fun to hear. Okay, once, if you weren't singing, so let's do it once again, just the 3 part, and then we'll double them up. Here we go, 3, 4. And actually, I do want to reiterate for 2s and 3s, change the cutoffs here. Cutoffs are really important when there are consonants. You know, if it was oohs, we'd have to get that z all together. Ooh, oohs. That'd be a very different song. But if it's just an ooh, what I don't want you to do is to cut off on that 4th beat, right? Like that. We don't want that. So I actually take it back. Don't worry about when to cut this off. Let it trail off. Ooh. Ooh. Like that was about the 4th beat. Great. Okay. I just want it to trail off there. So let's try that now. 2s and 3s together on this ooh section. 3s, 2 beats each time. 2 beats each time. 2s. I travel a little bit more. Ooh. Okay, that's the 2 part. Ooh. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. Good. I'm having spastic snap attacks here. I'm losing my rhythm. It wasn't actually off rhythm, but my snaps were for some reason. One more time, same thing. I'm going to play more piano for this. 3, 4. Ooh. Okay, lovely. And the worse, so just those next 2 bars, it's what you did in the last section. You're just coming at it in a different place, right? You're not singing the lyrics anymore. So 2s, I don't know why I grabbed my pencil. Let's find out if I ever use it. So the 2s from the last ooh leading up to it, Worse. Okay, so tricks that will help. Ooh, worse. Same note. It's the same note you've been starting every start of every phrase in this whole page. Your worse and your ooh, they both start on that F. Okay, so one more time you're going ooh, worse. And still try to get that timing. Na, 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 like that. Okay? I'm going to move on. Threes. Ooh, worse. Same thing. Ooh, ooh, worse. It's all on that same F note. I didn't use it. Okay, so let's try that properly. Here we go. Just the threes. And ooh, worse. Worse. Okay. Let's try, just to get that feeling in context, let's go one more time, twos and threes from bar 13. I'm sure ones are singing every time though. Make sure, hopefully you'll get the right timing here. So one more time, twos and threes, adding the worse at the end there. Here we go. Here we go. 3, 4. Okay. Also, I'm being very specific on this part because you should be rhythmically specific, but don't be as sharp, as I'm being right now to try to get this rhythm in. I don't want you to go like even this is gentle. I still want those pitch changes to be fairly gentle. Okay, so go with that. Everyone, let's officially get the ones in the mix. Magic Alex will sing the... no, I'm going to sing the melody this time. You can sing some other part.
Whatever.
Here we go. So from the top of page 2, all 3 parts. From when the tears come streaming down your face, when the ooh. Okay, here we go. Ooh, when the tears. 1, 2, 3. When the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Okay? If you're frustrated by singing those high notes on pitch with that in all intent and stuff, and it's hard for you not to belt it, have patience with that. That is a hard direction I'm giving you, to not go like to really let it out. That's a very hard direction to do that gently but on pitch. So give yourself patience, work on it. Work on it with your voice. Again, watch those workshops because that will help a lot. Good. From the top with the track. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Okay, how is that for... I'm sorry I stopped. I just got really intrigued. How was that transition going into stuck in reverse? I know some of you, that might have been a moment where you went, I bet 25% of you had that moment there. So sorry for the 75% of you that's like, I nailed it. What are we doing? Why did we stop? Just to remember how that part goes. To transition into it, right? Feel so tired, but you can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. You can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. And the timing, how that feels. You can't sleep. Stuck in reverse. Na 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 na. And when I conduct it, stuck in reverse. I'm gonna be nice and clear with it, okay? But I think I just said it, right? Don't be so jaded about Still smooth it out, right? Be on time, but don't make these transitions too harsh. This is a very gentle approach to all of this. Okay. I also talked about when to cut off these notes on this whole first page. So I just want to address that before we, for real, run this whole part. When you try your best but you don't succeed, right? There's a D at the end of that consonant. So we need to be pretty consistent with when we hit that D. But actually, I kind of want to only vaguely approach it like that. I said I want to be very anti-music theater. All the music theater directors out there are gonna hunt me down for this, but they're not here. But I actually want you to just be vague on that consonant, and then don't worry about really sharp cutoffs here, because I don't want you to go, when you try your best but you don't succeed. No. Try your best but you don't succeed. I just want you to not think about this stuff too much, and to just go and let it ring. So my direction is be vague on the consonants. Seed. I kind of hit a D there. When you get what you want but not what you need. Right? I kind of did very gently, so you can kind of throw it away. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep. I'm basically not even saying a P there. It's a very, very soft plosive. Okay, so do it. So what I don't want you to do is when you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get, like, that was way off. I want you to generally do the timing that we are feeling out right now, roughly on the third beat. Try your best but you don't succeed. Off around there. Off around there. Okay, so it does have to be around that, but otherwise don't be too specific. Okay, so if you haven't already, write down these notes, write down these thoughts in your music. Make sure you are nice and specific about all of these directions, because it's important that we follow them. Okay, so from the top, for real, everything we've done so far. Here we go. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but not what you need. When you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Cool. Good stuff so far. You feel pretty good about it. Let's move on to the chorus now. Yeah, let's just jump right in, and if that was problematic, we will get a couple more opportunities to run all of that at the end. But yeah, I think we did enough. I hope that was all. Yeah, I'm sure that's fine. So, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. So this is our chorus bit. It is a bit more complex. There's a bit more stuff, a little bit more complexities happening throughout. So we do need to take this nice and slow, working through it. Twos have the melody. Let's start with you. Let's just do the first 2 and a bit bars of this. Lights will guide you home. Voice 2s, bar 21. Goes like this. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Okay? Again. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Really feel where that you home happens, because this is key. You home. You're already saying home before that next chord comes in. You home, then chord, because the 3s don't. So that's why we need to get specific with this now. Right? So that same idea, but in context with the whole line. Lights will guide you home. Okay? So I'm going to leave that be. Voice 1s, you are doing, you're a lower part here. That's because the next musical phrase in the next few bars, you're higher. So I didn't want to just keep overlapping different parts here. So knowing, and this is important for 1s and 2s, especially when you get together, and even when you're listening to the tracks, to note that 2s are higher for pretty much this whole phrase, or you're matched, than the 1s, who are lower, or you're the same throughout these few bars. Okay? What the 1s do, you start in a lower harmony. So the 2s are lights will guide. 1s, lights will guide. Right? So you're starting lower. And then your guide is the same. Guide. And then lower. You home at the end. Whereas the 2s, lights will guide. You home. That's what they do, right? You home. 1s, you home. A third lower. So the whole part, voice 1, sounds like this. Lights will guide you home. Again. Lights will guide you home. One more time. Lights will guide you home. With the 2s now. Lights will, voice 1s. Lights will guide you home. Voice 2s, voice 1s. Here we go. Voice 2s, voice 1s. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. One more time. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Okay? And the guide part, be gentle with the theme of the rest of this stuff. You don't have to be that kind of thing. Make it one vocal line. Guide. So try to be specific, still gentle about it. Don't be slurry and lazy though. Don't be that. That would be probably the worst option. Be sharper. If you're going to be too much of something, be a little bit too sharp. like too specific with those rhythms, but the approach is somewhere in the middle, right? Guide, guide. So try to hit each note in those rhythms in those right moments. Okay, and let's move on to the voice 3 part. So this is very different. First I'll just sing it. Lights will guide you home. Okay, your home is on that chord, right? So it's lights will guide you home, home. Ones and twos, you home, threes, home. So you're right on that. So what the effect will be, if you haven't heard it yet with the all vocals, guide you home, home, you home, home. There is it's an echo, but it's not an echo because it's there's just a bit of a ricochet kind of feeling that's happening. Okay, so let's do the whole voice 3 line 2 or 3 times, starting down here. So the twos are here, ones are here, and we're not doing all 3 yet, but just to note how it is, where you are situated. You're down here, voice 3 is your part goes, and we'll loop this and sing it a couple of times. Lights will guide, 1, 2. Lights will guide you home, right? 2 beats on the downbeat. Okay, let's do it again. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. This is so cool. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. One more. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Let's try all 3 now. Before singing, and specifically, I don't want you to sing this time because I want you to listen to the all vocals track on here to really get what this relation is between you, home, home, that kind of thing that's happening. I want you to just hear how this how this should be. So listen to the all vocals first, and then we'll get you in. So it goes like this. Lights will guide you home. You home, home, you home, home. Okay? Good. Let's try this a couple of times, all 3 parts. Magic Alex. Ready, baby? Lights, voice 2s. Voice 1s, lights will guide. You're starting here and then you go up. Lights will guide you home. Lights will guide you home. Voice 2s, voice 1s, voice 3s, lights will guide. Here we go. 3s, 2s, 1s. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Again, voice 1s. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Good. Lights, voice 1. One more time. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home. Awesome. Moving on now. Good stuff. 2s, you carry the melody here, so this is actually about the same for you, different lyrics, but same pitch and rhythm. And ignite your bones, and ignite your bones. So great, moving on. Voice 1s, you're now doing the rhythm and feel and structure of what the 3s just did, except different notes heading up the register. It goes like this. Okay, and ignite your bones, voice 1s. And ignite your bones. And ignite your bones. And ignite your bones. And ignite your Okay. So I still need to give you the same note that we talked about before about easing off your upper notes. You can give this a bit more oomph, but note, like the threes are singing this. And ignite your bones. They can't belt that. Like if we all belted, there might be an okay flavor of strength there, but that's still not where we are at with this song yet. So you can add a little bit more oomph to it, but you can't go night your bones. Like we can't do it like that. So still ease into it with just about 5% more energy. Especially on that note, yeah, right? Okay, so with that in mind, so let's try that just 2 more times in that exact same spot. Make sure you hit bones on that downbeat. Ignite your bones, not your bones, not that. Okay, so 2 more times, and 1, 2, and ignite your bones. I cracked my voice, if you heard that. Cracking your voice is a very good sign, actually. Like I actually didn't warm up for this session, so I'm a little bit whoops, I shouldn't have done that. But cracking your voice is actually really good. Should I get into this? I'm not gonna get into this. Just it's not proper. I did something wrong, but that means you're not doing too much bad technique that is getting in the way. I'll just leave that be for now. But if you ever crack your voice, just know that you're almost in the perfect technique. You just did something not quite right there, or just you're not warmed up. Okay. Good. Let's leave that be. Let's actually do that with the 2s now. And ignite your bones. And ignite your bones. Here we go. And voice 2s. And ignite voice 1s. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. Right? Your bones. Again. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. 3s now. You go like that. So you're doing the same thing. A similar thing to what you just did. Different notes. Same rhythm as what the 1s are doing now. Goes like this. And ignite your bones. And ignite your bones. The harmony on the piano with the 1 sounds like this. Okay, really nice little bit there. Let's hear that vocally with the 1s now. Magic Alex, you do 1. I'll do 3. And ignite. And ignite. Here we go 1s. Here we go 3s. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. One more time. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. All 3 parts now. Add the 2s. And ignite your bones. Okay? 2s, feel free to punch this out just a little, like a tiny little bit more, because I still want to hear that melody happening throughout. So you guys be a good medium quality. Everyone else still be a little bit soft-ish. Okay? That's my musical term for you. Soft-ish. Before you were soft. Now you're soft-ish. 1s and dig. 2s and dig. 3s and dig. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. Again. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. Okay? I'm conducting two different beats. Your bones, right? I'm going the voice 2Q, then right after that the 1-3 Q. your bones. Okay, so you want to watch that if you're not quite sure where we are. One more time, same spot. And voice twos, voice ones, voice threes. 1, 2. And ignite your bones. Good. Let's finish this phrase up. And I will try to fix you. The melody moves up to the 1 part now. You go like this. And I will try to fix you. And I will try to fix you. Make sure you don't do fix you on the downbeat. You don't want to do try to fix you. It's nothing like that. Try to fix you. Then the note. Then the chord gets hit. Fix you, then the chord. So you're already done at that point. Okay? Let's do that, easing into it from and ignite your bones, just to get that transition. But the transition is also easy here, more or less, because you're going, and ignite your bones, and I will try, your bones, and I will try. So it is, you do have the quick little and, but that's kind of a throwaway note, right? Your bones, and I will, like, kind of hit that note, but then you're right back to the note you're just singing. I will try to fix you. Okay, let's try that. And just the voice ones, and ignite. 1, 2. And ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. And you're done. Cool. Let's leave that be, and let's do the twos. Okay, so you do leave the melody at the end there, and you sing a lower harmony. But also the transition is helpful for you. So you're going, and ignite your bones, and I will try. And that's it. And I will try. Okay? So the transition is your bones and I will try. So it's all laid out for you. Bones, when you sing bones, this clock, that the I will is the same. I will try. And then there's the dip down. You're the only voice on try that changes. Try. Okay? And the length of try, I hope you're writing this down because I'm giving you lots of specific notes here. Try. I want you to drift off fairly quickly. I don't want to be exactly on the 4th beat. I still don't want to do that stuff here unless we have to. There's no consonant you need to shape here. But I also don't really want you singing when the ones do to fix you. But I also don't want the ones to at all sing into the next bar. So a lot needs to happen. I don't want to be too specific. So quickly let it drift is my direction for you. And I will try. Okay? If you're singing a few milliseconds into to fix you, the one singing that's fine. Okay? So we'll leave that be. Let's sing it once, voice twos from And Ignite Your Bones. Here we go. And 1, 2. And ignite your bones, and I will try. Okay, I'm pretty much doing one more note on the try. Try. Okay. 3s. And I will try. Okay? So yours is the easiest finish here because it's for you, because it's already what you've been doing, right? Lights will guide and ignite, and I will try. So it's a familiar pattern. Within each of those phrases is a bit different, right? I will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try. Okay, so it does change a lot. Overall, it's not an easy part, but those bits are. So let's do that in context. Voice 3s, and ignite your bones, and I will try. Okay, and ignite, 1, 2, and ignite your bones, and I will try. Okay, and I will try, and off, right? Try to fix you. Okay, so I don't want to say exactly when, but kind of do it like that. All 3 parts, from and ignite your bones. And ignite your bones, and I will try. And I voice 2s, I voice 3s, I voice 1s. 1, 2, and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Cool. Can we take it now? So we're gonna do the whole chorus, but I think some people might be getting a little bit lost here still, and I want to just, we'll just do it once or twice through each voice, the whole chorus, so that you have all 3 of these chorus sections nice and comfortable. Starting with the 2s, because that bit is going to come together probably the fastest because it's the melody. It's more familiar. Lights will guide. Okay, voice 2s from bar 21, just the 2s. Here we go. Lights will guide you home and ignite bones, and I will try. Okay, easy peasy. 1s. Here we go. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Cool. Let's do that one more time. Lights will guide. 1, 2. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. And 3s. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try. Lights, 1, 2. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try. Okay, and then the 3s, it gets real fun for you, because you, on the next page, we're not going to do this, but I just want to talk about, you do what you did before. Ooh. Half of you do that. The other half sings what the 2s were doing. Ooh. So some of you will actually have to learn both of those. And then you're doing that throughout the next verse, which it just adds so much flavor to it, so that the 1s and 2s can then sing melody and a harmony of the lyrics on top of that. So there's, anyway, I like this already. So that'll be fun. And that's it. So that's the chorus. I think the last thing that I want to do with you is to sing this through. The transition from Could It Be Worse, Light Will Guide, right? We did the transitions within the chorus, but to get into the chorus. And this won't take long, because they are quite nicely laid out to help you through finding your next notes. Okay? Voice 1s from bar 18 going into 19. Could it be worse? Right before Lights Will Guide, you're going, could it be worse? Lights will, right? Worse, lights will, same note. Don't sing that upper note like I did. Okay, so when you get to the end of worse, clock that note until you don't need to anymore. Right? Worse lights will go. Right, clock that note so that you can then hit the lights correctly. Twos, it's a different note, but because you're singing the melody, I don't think it's a big deal. You're going worse. Lights will go. Right, so it's not it's worse lights. It's a perfect fourth interval above, but because it's a melody, I don't think you'll have a problem finding that. And then threes, like the ones, it's perfectly laid out for you. My gosh, who arranged this? It's brilliant. It goes worse. That's your note. And then again, lights will guide. So clock that. Worse lights will guide. Okay? So we don't need to run that. I think I'm just going to leave that be, because we should try this whole bit from the top a couple of times. Without further ado. When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Again, if you're not quite nailing these parts, watch my conducting. I'm cueing all the parts. Lights will guide you home. Right? I'm not singing it like this, but my hands are doing it. Right? So this is 3 right now. This is 1 and 2 for the most part, until the end. Then it's just the ones and blah, 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 blah. And I will try to fix you. Right? So watch me for all that stuff so we can get nice and consistent. Not rigidly consistent, because that will ruin the feel of the song, but generally consistent. Okay, so let's do it again. One more time, I think. Yeah, one more time, then we'll leave it be the whole session for this week. If you miss singing the other songs, check back at some of the old sessions. We're probably next week not going to review the music, any other music as well. We're just going to really dig into this stuff. Because the song really want to get nice and specific, nice and clear with the directions here. Okay, so, but be specific with the rhythm, but not rigidly so. I don't want you to have to think about this stuff too much. Listen to it a lot, practice it a lot, so that your body is so familiar with it. That's probably the number one thing I can say. Is just listen to it a lot. Get familiar so that you don't have to be counting and thinking and clocking the rhythms and shapes and stuff like that. You can just... When you try your best but you don't succeed, you don't have to think about it. It's just all there. Right? That nice slide down, cutting off at the right moment, the right beat, but generally so, all that kind of stuff. Sing it from the heart, sing the lyrics, be very gentle with it, watch those high notes, especially ones, keep those on pitch, supported first and foremost, then ease back on that strength, on that volume. Don't make any of that stuff too big. The lights will guide. You can. I think I said 5% more. Give me 10% more. You can punch that out a little bit more, which will be nice for the ones to. You can actually sing that out a little bit. Okay. Yeah, and the music reflects that. So sing the right volume at the same amount that you hear in the track. Follow that energy. One more time from the top. This was saying stand up. Make sure you're standing up for this. Here we go.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, tears come streaming down your face when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. But high up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it show. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you're worth. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, and tears stream down your face. I promise you I will look for the mistake. Tears stream down your face, and lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Those who didn't actually listen to the song up till this point this is where the song goes? This is crazy. It's all over the place. How long is the song? yeah, that's what happens. So it jumps around. That was just a track. I'm not going to play the all vocals there. So if you if you weren't singing at all, that was probably a weird thing to watch. Just me, not even mic'd anymore and waving my arms around. But hopefully you got the gist of it and have heard the all vocals track enough that you could have kind of followed along. Don't worry if you didn't. That was just a bonus little bit there. I didn't plan on doing. We call it the runaway train, where we sing songs, parts of songs that we haven't actually worked yet. But we'll do all that next week. We'll polish all this stuff and do listen to this all vocals track to get a feel how all that stuff went, and practice this, right? Like I said, familiarize yourself. Listen to the tracks, the individual tracks and the all vocals a lot, or go through this workshop again. That's the number one thing I can say to you, is just to put this into the very familiar part of your brain, the stuff that you know really well. That this is all news by the time we do more with this song. That's it. All right, we'll finish this up next week, and we'll go on to a summer feel song after that, but that's a tale for another time. Thanks so much. See you later.